Well, guys, the doom-mongering didn't stop over Christmas because we got Sage pushing for more lockdowns with the claims that hospitalisations are going to rise like they did during the first wave and all of this. Obviously, this flies in the face of what we've seen for the past, 6 weeks is it now, but I guess they don't really care about that. In fact, I have to question why they would make the claims that hospitalisations are going to be like they were in the first peak after all that we've seen and they've said over the past, 12 months. Surely that's going to contradict the reasons they've given all year for people to do what they've told them to do, has it not? Yes, it might well help push lockdowns now and all of that, but it's going to make people ask questions why they locked down last year multiple times and even for half of this one. I guess maybe we should actually thank the scientists and number 10 for making more people question the crap that they're coming out with because of these blatant flip-flops, lies and all of that, and making more people wipe the eyes from their bullshit every single day. I mean, shit, we even have Tory MPs going around saying that they don't want any more restrictions, literally coming out with this every single day at this point. I think it's safe to say that many Tory MPs have literally smelled the winds of change and are now pushing back against it harder and harder because of that. This, it actually seems, is partly thanks to the general public actually contacting MPs and telling them we've had enough of this bollocks and we want no more. Labour MPs, it seems, haven't really got the message, but the Tories are doing what they should be doing. Obviously, it's their party that's being made to look like a bunch of tosspots by Boris Johnson and these scientists that we're going to deal with again in a moment. Obviously, though, what really matters is not MPs, the Houses of Parliament or anything like that. What matters is the people out there, people like yourself and even people that don't watch my videos. At the end of the day, the public saying enough is enough is what's going to bring about change, not a bunch of MPs standing up and talking bollocks in Parliament. Yes, they can help, but the public mood is key, as I've said before. Now, on top of that, you've also got the dodgy data, which is literally coming out every day and being called out in the media I don't know how many times at this point. It's a bit like the one we've got here, where they were claiming 17 days was the time to tell if hospitalisations was going up, despite the ONS saying it was more like 9 or 10, and something they had actually said before. But in all honesty, does it really matter if it's 10 or 17 days, because we've long since passed that point. It's been, 6 weeks since the Autobot variant arrived, has it not? Of course, we know it was just all bollocks to push a lockdown on us yet again, though at this point we've actually got reports that Whitty and Valance, among others, are going to get knighted. Well, Valance is going to get an upgrade to his. This is, of course, yet more bollocks considering the damage that's been done by their fear-mongering over the past 20 months that has in fact cost people their lives. How many people have committed suicide and how many cancer patients are going to die because of lockdowns and saving the NHS? I'm willing to bet it's going to be a fuck ton, let me tell you. And in fact, the Sun are actually reporting a record 1.1 million patients are waiting for NHS cancer scans and tests. They claim it's due to the Rona, which means it could be 1 million or more. Of course, the reasons the cancer patients will die is not because of the virus or anything else like that. It's because of the actions taken by government fuckpigs and nothing more. As I've said many times and yous lot likely know, it's government policies that have caused these delays and nothing else. I don't give a flying fuck what the media tried to claim it is. As we've said many times, the National Health Service became the Rona Health Service and nothing more. They focused on that and told everyone to stay at home and protect it. Despite, of course, the whole reason for it being in existence is to protect us and look after us when we get sick. It certainly should not be the other way around, and let's be honest, we gotta make sure it never is again. And actually, speaking of lockdowns, we got the Telegraph here that said lockdowns plunged nearly 1 million people into poverty, warns a think tank, which let me tell you, a think tank didn't need to do that. I could have told them from day dot that this sort of shit show would come of it, but let's be honest, the government didn't give a flying fuck. And now, of course, you've got them running around going on about Omicron, trying to scare more people into not going out spending money and being with their family, which helps the economy and stops people going into poverty, which is obviously what this article's actually about. Of course, though, all of this just shows you that Whitty and Valance getting any sort of knighthood and them pushing for more restrictions is literally just bollocks of the highest order. Imagine cocking shit up consistently and being rewarded for it while continuing to push scaremongering bullshit 24 hours a day. And shit, they were doing this on Christmas Day because I guess why wouldn't they? People ain't really paying attention, and if they can get it out there to soften a few of them up and push it in after Christmas, then that's what they'll do. Now obviously we're going to have to wait till tomorrow and see what old Boris Johnson comes out with in his little press conference that I expect is coming. He's going to have a little cabinet meeting and try and figure out how he can lock us down or something like that. I don't think the public are going to go for it. This time it has got to be said.
There is a pattern consistent throughout history of oppressed people turning on the oppressors, slaves against their owners, the peasantry against the feudal barons, colonies, Mr. Verhofstadt, against their empires. And that is why Britain is leaving. And it doesn't matter which language you use, we are going, and we are glad to be going. We're off.